Working with Focus on Results has helped me to understand and realize as a building administrator and also a leader in the community that I had to find a way to communicate to my staff, to my parents, to my board, to all the stakeholders in my school and community what our goals were as a school. As a principal, I'd love to say that, my school's doing this and my school's doing that, but if nobody else knows about it, who am I leading? Who am I helping? So Focus has really helped me to prioritize those goals, achievement, attendance, and discipline, all into a system where I could communicate those things simultaneously with all of my stakeholders and then get buy-in from my staff and my leadership team as we meet on a weekly, monthly basis to focus on those specific items. And I can't tell you how the respect level in my building went up for me because I became more focused. Not only did I have a vision, but I also had a mission and a plan. And a vision without a plan is an hallucination. So it was important for me to have that vision, but to communicate it to my staff and parents and students as well.
Focus on Results has helped me prioritize what's important because it asks you to look at the data that's in front of you. Look at your mainly your instructional data, but that whole data analysis piece has trickled over into the operational data too, in terms of attendance and demographics and how kids in certain subgroups are performing, coming to school, getting in in trouble or not in trouble, and really trying to tease out what all of your data is telling you. And then you set your priorities from there in terms of how you're going to respond to that, how you're going to support your students, who needs the most support, what types of support. So that putting the instructional piece first forces you to look at all those different elements and then make decisions based on that.
The priorities are set by myself along with the ILT. The instructional leadership team has really taken to heart the framework and the lessons that Focus on Results has taught us and use that to set up our best practices and our weekly meetings in order to focus and prioritize the work we do with our teachers. So, having the professional development plan in place before the year starts, making sure that all the professional development that we give is in line with those best practices and the things and the changes that we are trying to make in our school. Of course, all of that is informed by the data piece, which is a large part of the 7 areas of focus. So I think that using the data to set the priorities, making sure that the meetings are happening, the collective knowledge of the group and sticking to those schedules is just, it's helped us.
Based on our data that our students had difficulty with comprehension and with writing. So our best practices are really focused on discussion, reading, and writing. So all of our professional development now is aligned with that. So it was really help us prioritize with so many things coming in most districts. There's 1,001 initiatives. Instead, what we're saying, we really want to become experts in these 3 areas, because what happens is we never become experts at anything when we have so many things coming at us. And it's helped us see this light at the end of the tunnel, so this is manageable. We can do this.
Focus on Results has helped me prioritize my work, make clear to myself what's important, and then do it as a principal by first of all providing specific tools and structures for that, but then secondly, for me in particular, I connected with Focus on Results because I was at a conference about something else, and Focus on Results was sort of a reading first, and Focus on Results was brought in as a presenter organization, and I realized that I needed help, the kind of help that Focus on Results gave, in order to be able to figure out how to move instructional improvement in my school forward. And so if really, in many ways, Focus on Results has given the structure that then has allowed me to say, okay, my priorities need to be creating data analysis and then instructional planning using data in my school. First, because this has worked in other schools, and then secondly, this is some of how you do that. Moving from swimming in too much data, not knowing what to do with it, to sort of figuring out which is the most important data, how do we analyze it, and then how do we plan to move forward. The same with the instructional practice work. Focus on results has really helped me to think we need to get better at a lot of things, but we can't get better at all of them at once. And so let's figure out which things we're going to start with and work on getting everybody good at. And once we did that, and we actually went through a school process for identifying what those priorities were going to be, then all of a sudden that was public, it was everybody's priority, it was my priority, and therefore it really helped me to know that's what I need to spend time on.
Focus on results has helped me to prioritize what's important as a principal by really keeping the main thing. Really looking at data and continuing with the work that we do each and every day with collaboration, with owning the data, with teachers taking ownership of all of our students, not just the students that are in front of us, all of our students, and really looking at them and ensuring that there are high expectations for all students and that they can all achieve at high levels.
So we got strategic, and there was a lot of different things that Focus on Results helped the district do, because our job is informed by that. And, we can't say it's the district and then it's us. We are together. So in helping them prioritize, then it helped us prioritize. All about the data. I mean, when you look at your priorities, you look at your data, you can't go from gut, because again, that's a hit and miss. So you look at the data and you really go to a laser-like focus on, okay, this is the need, this is what we have to do. The other part of it is also, I think, with principals being so chaotic and crazy with so many different pushes from the federal government and other agencies that you can't really touch base on, it's really allowing, again, the district support to say, okay, I need you to be the instructional leader in your building, and I will take care of some of this extra stuff that comes in from, again, the federal government or the states or what have you. So I think that was really pivotal for our district, in really saying, okay, you know what, principals, we want you to be instructional leaders, not just, managers in your buildings and things, and this is what we're going to do. And so then Focus can come in and really give you the specialized support you need, because the structures were in place. So that was big.